Hey Frank, it's Vinne. Hey buddy, I'm calling in with the Wormhole Police Blotter for the week ending May 30, 2021. Frank, it might sound like I'm a little down. Normally you get a call from me and I'm all up, but today I'm down, Frank. We had a bum fucking week, Frank. We've had a lot better weeks. This would be our worst week of the year, Frank. Now, I know you got problems with your wife, and I heard now your mom, too. You know, that sounds pretty bad, but it's nothing compared to our week here, buddy. It's pretty good starting out having the Wormhole Police having destroyed over 2,131,000,000 worth of goods and gear. Taken out of wormhole space from the dirtbags, but then we get the loss. Holy fuck, Frank, we lost 2,754,500,000. Gives us an overall down for the week of over half a billion. 622 million down for the week, Frank. Now, let's tell you how that played out, but first, we do got some good news. It's not all bad news. It never is all bad news. Or all good news, for that matter. Frank, the Astero statistics for the month of May are motherfucking spectacular. We had a contest in the month of May. Best Astero pilot got a cool billion in their paycheck, and that went to Cletus, the number 8 overall Astero pilot for the month with 52 kills. Holy fuck. 52 kills. We got a couple, 3 corporations in the alliance. We had 2 of them in the top 10, Frank. The Blood Raiders Children's Charity came in at number 8. And Mother Cluckers at number 10 with 85 kills and 76 kills. Now, Vinny flew a pacifier pretty much for the whole month of May. We'll make sure those new guys had a chance to succeed and shine. Now, everybody did a great fucking job. Everybody did a great fucking job in their Asteros, but somebody's got to be first. Somebody's got to be first, and that was Cletus. Now, the most amazing thing, looking at the Astero stats for the month of May, is that the Wormhole Police Alliance is the number 2 Astero alliance in all of New Eden. And let me tell you, I'm going to puff my chest out over that. Number 2 behind only Goon Swarms. Now, they got the numbers. By more than a little, Frank, they got the numbers. Here we are with only 30 members, and half of them are alts, and we did 189 kills in an Astero. Billions upon billions of ISK removed from wormhole space. And the only alliance out there that could get more kills than the Wormhole Police are those goddamn Goon Swarm war boys. And you can guarantee they're not doing a good deed for the community like the Wormhole Police are. Goons. Let's talk about what we did for the week, Frank, on Monday. On Monday, we took in a total of 361.4 million. Cletus got top kill of the day. An Astero worth 288 million flown by Sorokov Toroj. Who cares? A lot of good shit dropped. 42 million dropped on that. Now, that would have put us up for the day. It really would have, but Jerry wanted to try out something new, so he got out there in low sec in a motherfucking battle heron. He managed to fit that battle heron up so that it cost him almost 350 million-esque. And he went out there, went up against mid-jerk 93 Pat Truett. He was flying in a Praxis. Praxis versus battle heron, he one-shotted him. Those expensive shield boosters never even got a chance to cycle. That's bad in itself. It is. But when you're going to try out something new in a battle heron, it's you got to really meme it up. And Jerry was out there meming it up because he was flying a pod worth over $1 billion. Over $1 billion. Just lost it. Just like that. Put us down for the day by 988 million. Good job, Jerry. Good job, Jerry, memeing it up, doing what he can for the community. Tuesday, light day. Cletus does the heavy lifting. He nabs himself a buzzard, and that was worth 95 million. Loot Fairy drops 40. Loot Fairy's back on our side, at least in the middle. At least in the middle where she should be. And that was flown by Hoenn. Everybody loves a good Hoenn. Let me tell you, on a Saturday, on the sticky summer heat, you know, that really humid part of the summer, late August, extra sticky. I mean, you could take a shower and step out of the shower. By the time you get to the living room, you're hot and sweaty and stanky. That's the perfect time for a Hoenn. Well, Cletus got himself a Hoenn here in May. Now, on Wednesday, Fate, we don't hear too much from Fate, but Fate's been around a whole lot more often. On Wednesday, really light day, holy smokes, we took in just under 16 million on Wednesday, and Fate, we got the best kill of the day, got Peter Pan 6 in an empty epithel. Little known fact, empty epithels, well, mostly empty. Add a little bit of cargo. What did it drop here? Ooh, it dropped some gases and a little bit of squirts. So that was worth 8 million. Now on Thursday, here's Fate again. Fate gets top kill of the day with a heron. That heron was worth 47 million, dropped 39. Thank you, Loot Fairy. Thank you, Loot Fairy. Kisses to you, baby cakes, Loot Fairy. UPC Tissant lost that heron to Fate, who was flying in a battle prospect. Gotta watch out for those battle prospects, especially in this day and age. Now, that's pretty goddamn good, but then Fate got the pod. And you know that pod was worth over 200 million. Tough loss for that pilot. Real tough loss for that pilot. Friday's a good day. As the week goes, no, actually. Oh my goodness, I forgot about Friday. Oh goodness. Well, Friday started out pretty good. Fate calls me in on an op. Says, Vinny, I got myself a praxis here. How far are you? And I looked at my map and I said, Joe, 16 jumps. I'm on my way. I got to reship. Vinny reships, dips out of the wormhole, reships, and just burns rubber down into a Mars space to meet up with Fate. We got Egg Young. He's in the corn soup group. Somewhat suspiciously fitting name, Egg Young, being in the corn soup group. But we got his praxis worth over 300 million, drop 42. Drop 42. Jackie Lester, good friend of Fate's, got the final blow in his Proteus. Fate was in that battle prospect, and Vinny came in a hound, of course. So that's how the day started out. Oh, and then it got bad from there. Oh boy, let me tell you. Now Vinny's flying home. He's somewhat dejected. He spent 2 days protecting this hole full of culturally sensitive landmarks. And this dirtbag shows up and manages to escape Vinny's clutches, and he's just feeling really down about himself. And he's flying home. Got a bunch of random shit in his hole. And he says, fuck it. I'm just at the point where I feel like I want to kick a puppy. So he stops off at an NPC combat site on the way home. And he's shooting at the rats, kicking puppies. And then he suddenly can't click. He can't do anything. He can't turn on his repper. He can't turn in a different direction. He can't warp away. He can't do anything. He's lagged out. Ding! Vinny loses his pacifier. You know after that ding I could click just fine. Warp around, stomp at the dirt. Oh, tough loss. Loses his pacifier to baby rats. Holy fuck, that's an embarrassment. But here we are. You gotta put your embarrassments right out there in front. Go ahead, give it to me. I deserve it. Lagged out, eaten by baby rats. I was worth 371 million, dropped 104, scrambled to go pick that shit up. Got what I could. Now we'll just put that behind us and move on to better days. On Saturday, Delta Charlie and Jesus 3D get in it with a skiff. Those skiffs are tough. It took 53,000 worth of damage. Charlie did the heavy lifting and got the final blow. 274 million value on that. Only dropped 5. Only dropped 5. Rough time. So on Sunday, Super Light Day. We had a good ending to it though. Super Light Day on Sunday. Vinny gets top kill of the day with a lowly little probe. And look at that loot drop ratio. The probe's worth almost 5, dropped almost 4. Holy smokes. Thank you, Loose Fairy. Just got a bunch of kisses for you, Loot Fairy. We took out Ada Khan Sanch. Got nothing. Took him out. But then day progresses, and I'm still pretty sad about that pacifier loss. And Charlie comes on comms and says, "Boys, I need you to help me out with this dirtbag Lieutenant Blake." Now, Lieutenant Blake was super extra pissed off that Charlie's friend had killed one of his ventures. Super extra pissed off, tagged Charlie for it, who had absolutely nothing to do with it, except to point out that the dirtbag shouldn't have been doing crimes in the first place. So Lieutenant Blake gets super extra salty, and we got 5 officers in chat trying to calm him down. I tried to get him on voice comms to talk about it, but he wasn't having none of it. So finally, out of the kindness of his heart, Delta Charlie decides to give him his stuff back. He says, "Come on back to police headquarters. I'm setting up a box by the sun with your stuff in it. You can come and get it." Well, Lieutenant Blake wasn't going to wait 2 seconds for that box to go from yellow to blue. He grabbed it up when it was yellow, and you know what? Just by instinct, or perhaps it's our training, the entire police force that was on patrol at that time decloaked and grabbed a hold of him. We held him there for a good half hour, tried to have a conversation with him, let him know what the error of his ways were. And then the motherfucker tried to commit suicide. So we did what we had to do. To prevent that suicide, Jesus 3D shot him dead. And his pod too. And so off he goes. Now, after that was all said and done, there was some conversation between me and the boys that maybe we were a little hard on this 8 or 9 day old character. There was some concern that he wouldn't come back to the game. And I told my boys, you don't got to worry about that shit, let me tell you. You can play 100 video games on 100 different days and not get that type of player-on-player interaction. Negative or not, that player-on-player interaction is going to have him right back doing crimes in a day or 2. Sure enough, Vinny's always right. Delta Charlie catches him criming away again. We'll get that in next week's report. Catches him criming away on June 2nd, destroys his venture. You know he's salty. Charlie called in his supervisor for support. That's me. When I'm having trouble, Charlie's my supervisor. We're kind of switch hitters like that. But I'm Charlie's supervisor when he needs one. We come and we tried to have a conversation with him, tried to calm him down. I just held him there. We were going to have a conversation with him and let him go. He was going on, and again, he tried to kill himself. So to protect him from himself, we had to destroy his ship and his pod. But you know, we're going to see this guy in another day or 2. Nobody gets that kind of player-on-player interaction that you get from the wormhole police. Now, Frank, that is the Wormhole Police Blotter for the week ending May 30, 2021. I really love the job that you do for us, Frank. No, I can't say that enough. I can't say that enough. I hope this relationship goes on forever and ever and ever. You have a great fucking week, Frank. Love you.